Hello, everybody. I have a bunny on my head.
Hi! You better not do anything that knocks me off my balance. It's dwarves.
It's dwarves.
It's dwarves. I love this game.
Oh, your little tail moves.
It does! I don't know why it still fades like that. Let me fix that. I don't know why it does that. I say, don't do that, and it says, you want me to? And I say no, and then it does it anyway.
Also, King Leon redeemed a Discord link, so I will get that for you in a sec. Shoot me back.
Please, it's asking me to log in to Discord. Log in. Oh god, it wants my two-factor. I want to make myself stop blurring like a shitty angry drawing of some guy reacting to content on YouTube. I don't know. And they use the crossfade effect on Adobe Premiere because they don't know how to change the default. I need to go find the two-factor authentication app to unlock my ability to move between frames in a seamless step manner. Anyway. So what are we doing today?
We're doing Dwarf Fortress. Hold on. How do you whisper people?
In what?
In, Estonian.
Stream? Steam? Stream? Steam?
Because I'm clicking on this person, and I'm clicking the whisper button, and then it's not doing anything.
Oh, then it probably doesn't do... Okay, so Twitch has like a DM system.
Uno momento. I might have to actually do it from my actual Twitch page.
Yeah, Twitch DMs are an archaic and unknowable, hey!
So King Leon...
My girlfriend's saying that.
King Leon, you have blocked whispers, so go ahead and open that up for me, and I'll send you a Discord link. Also, I can turn myself up a little bit if I'm kind of quiet. I could do that.
Oh, I thought you're... Oh my god, I'm so Hey, I thought Chili just said that Sangria was quite pretty compared to me, and I was about to be like... She's allowed to say that. She's my girlfriend. She can say stupid shit like that, and that's fine.
Hello?
But that would be a really fucking funny thing for...
How's this sound?
How does this sound? How does it sound?
I turned up my gain a little bit.
Let's fight with our voices and see how it sounds.
Ah!
Yeah. Anyway, I need to... Where's my I gotta find my two-factor authentication app so I stop getting so blurry. Where is it? Oh no. There it is.
Well, that is what Twitch is telling me. Or maybe, I don't know.
Block whispers on.
This
is not a... I don't know.
Okay, I sent... It let me send you something anyway, even though it said block. Did you receive it? Let me know.
Okay, I've activated the funny rabbit matrix. How do I fix this?
This is a good website.
Apply. I don't know, it might be a setting on your end that's making me blurry. Oh well.
Hold on, I could probably tweak that.
This reactive service is I'm not a fan.
Like, it's nice in that
okay. It's nice in that Discord killed the custom CSS stuff you could have done before, and this is a replacement. And that's about it for me, unfortunately. Yeah. That's where the nice part ends.
Okay. Talk now.
You know, I love this music. This music is so good.
Do you want the little bouncy effect?
Nah.
Okay.
Okay. Oh yeah.
There you go. Now you just sort of... So, did you get that, King Leon? I sent you something. I don't know if it went through. Blah, blah, blah.
Yeah,
Did you receive a whisper? Did you? You got it? Okay, cool.
Oh, because you're sending the Discord thing. Right. I was
like,
what's going on?
I wasn't talking to you. Oh, no, I'm sorry.
No, I understand who you were talking to. I was just completely, like, lost as to the purpose of anything that was happening at all. Oh my god.
Blah, blah, blah.
Yeah, I started a little game of dwarves the other night because I was like, oh, well, I guess I'll be on the stream for this. I should probably shake the rust off a little bit. And I didn't do much because I don't know. Getting into a fortress sometimes is hard, you know? Because if a fortress is nice, it's gonna be like a really long commitment.
Mm-hmm.
Right? Until FPS hell makes you go, okay, let's move on.
For the record, I have not played this file since we started like months ago.
Oh, hey, we're booting up the same file. All right.
Do you want to start a new game?
We don't have to, because I mean, if it's the file you were playing last time, then you probably already have the initial stuff set up, which would save us a little bit of time, kind of like redoing that stuff. And you know, it's not as important to know how to put like your little things down as it is to know why. You know, it'll be fine.
Okay, we'll continue active game.
You'll end up redoing the stuff you would have done previously as you expand the fortress anyway, so it'll be okay.
Yeah.
Yippee. Now, which one of these 3 files?
There's no dates on these.
No, there might be dates inside the worlds themselves. I don't remember. I think so?
I'm gonna assume the top one is the most recent?
No. Maybe. No? I don't... No? I mean, it's not like... Okay, these are folders representing different worlds. You got multiple saves in the same world, so just click on one. And you'll find out. We're gonna find out. We're gonna learn what this... There you go. Oh, okay, well that doesn't help us much. But clearly you didn't make it past the first year on that one. But... Alright, are there any Sangria heads in the chat who who remember what the world and the fortress were called in that one Dwarf Fortress stream from like
Buttered Mighty?
Yo, Buttered Mighty? Hell yeah.
The Domain of Forever and Slaughtered Blockades.
I'm gonna say it's probably the one that has 3 saves in it. Because this will be the one that you might have... maybe? Yeah, because there's 2 autosaves here. It's probably this one, and you're probably going to want to pick 15th of Obsidian. The active save.
Okay. We'll find
out. I
out.
have to take it. Will you?
Will
Will you remember what it looked like? Do you remember what your children's faces? Do you?
I could kind of remember the basic sort of structure we went with.
What?
Oh.
You see, there's Urist. There's Urist. There's Urist's brother. Urist. Urist, that's Urist's cousin.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, I remember this. Yeah, I actually do remember this.
Because we made everyone in their bedrooms.
Whatever the hell is going on. Okay.
You helped me make this.
Hey, I didn't tell you exactly where to put everything. You know how it is. You walk into someone else's workshop and there's like, it's like, what are you doing in here? You live like this? And it's not necessarily that that person is doing anything wrong. It's just, what? You do it like this?
Also, I'm gonna go ahead and
boom. Well, you know, if scheduling stuff worked a bit better, maybe I'll leave that for later. A funny little thought. Don't worry about it.
I'll move you a little bit, just so.
It was Scaly Place. Yeah, it was
Scaly Palace.
Scaly Lance. It's Scaly Lance. It's Scaly Lance. Population 16. Everyone's so happy.
I don't know what the fuck we were doing.
Okay. Oh god, Discord pings. I need to fix that on my end. Oh dear.
So we made a big fucking.
So okay, so
Okay,
there's some dwarves and they live in a hole.
there's a farm. There's some.
There's a
That's
farm.
where we keep all the farm stuff.
Or keep the okay. Okay, so summer. Okay, summarize what's going on here. This specific screen. This is your farm. This is very important. You are growing here plump helmets, which have new immature sprites for when they're sprouting. That's part of the new update. There's baby sprites in this for plants and animals too. It's great.
Oh,
Maybe we'll see a baby goblin. Probably not.
eat the
Um,
goblin.
but plump helmets are important. You want your dwarves to be making those
That is
because you make plump helmets into drink, which is why you got a still there.
That is sure is a name for a fungus.
Plump helmets. I keep thinking I'm on my girlfriend's stream and I'm trying not to swear.
Oh no, you can say fuck.
Fuck. Okay. Fucking. I now have a part of my brain that like switches into guest mode, where I like am really hesitant about using my common vernacular. So plump helmets, you make them into booze. You really don't want to make them into food because booze, right? And you know, dwarves, I don't know, man. Like they get attacked by an echidna and they kick it in the head and then they eat that raw and they're fine. They'll be a little worse for the wear if you let them do that though, but don't worry about it. So it looks like you got your farm stuff set up. You've already got like a little stockpile for rocks. Ooh, you love a rock hole. It looks like it has a lot of kaolinite. You can make some clay with that. That's wait, is kaolinite a clay or is that a
We got a little
coal or I don't
I
remember.
think we got a little mess hall going here.
Yeah,
I don't know if I
a little bit of a hole.
I don't know if I marked it as a mess hall.
Hit Z. Z.
I did, in fact, mark it as a mess hall. And
Yeah,
here's
there
a
you go.
here's
Yeah,
a
kaolinite is clay.
and here's a tavern.
I mix up kaolinite and ligma because they are similar in my brain for some reason.
Is it actually called
Actually,
Ligma?
ligma, it's lignite.
Oh.
You can actually tell what different rocks are, not based on their color, but based on the shape of the sprite. Like all clay rocks and all coal rocks have a specific clay and coal shape to them. Same thing with metal ores and metal nuggets and those sorts of things. They will have like their own specific like shape, and then the color informs specifically what subcategory they are. Is how that's laying out.
So we don't have meat. We got a lot of fish.
Yeah, it looks like okay. We need to figure out if you have a specific source of food. It looks like you're fishing. Yeah, you got a fishery down there.
Yeah, we set up a some fisher dwarves up top.
Yeah, fishing. Teach a dwarf to fish, and he will feed his entire empire all by himself in the course of an afternoon. Because fishing is overpowered.
And here's our trading post.
All right, good. You're all set up there. Yeah, okay. One thing you are lacking is a front door.
So we want to make it so that our little stairway could not just be walked into.
Because if an army of little baby goblins want to show up and stab you to death and steal your children, they're just gonna walk in. So like, all right.
We should set up some fortification.
Yes, and I love the music in this game. And you can. So they don't turn. Okay, there's lore stuff there. They don't turn them into baby goblins. They actually raise them as their own and integrate them into their goblin civilization. And you will see like parties of goblins that will have other races like in their midst because they were raised there. And some goblin civilizations will, over the course of many, many years, eventually become completely like converted into just a mixed race civilization where goblins aren't even like the majority. That's like a thing that can happen because
everyone's honorary goblins.
Pretty much. There's also other stuff I could say about goblins, but they're maybe spoilers. This game is weird with spoilers.
There's story.
Anyway. There are elements of world building that you can emergently discover, although without adventure mode, there's a little bit less of that available, except for the one thing, which chat. Anyway, Okay, so first things first, you're gonna want to find your carpenter. Actually, hit N for me real quick. I want to see where we're at with N. So there's your nobility.
Okay.
And it looks like, yeah, you got a manager, you got a broker, a bookkeeper, so you're all set there. And of course, they're all the same person. That tends to happen because your expedition leader by default will have all those skills. Okay, so having a manager means you could do work orders, and that's the next screen we're going to go to.
Okay.
Oh, actually, my DMs on Discord are closed, so DMing on Discord is going to be a bit of a hassle. But if you can figure out how to DM me on Twitch, smile. So work orders. Yes. Okay, so we already have a bunch of stuff set up here. Some stuff that's like important are the bins, which are good for your storage. You've already got that, and it looks like some what I assume are one-time orders for tables and chairs and chests. I think. You can actually check if you hit the like green icons on the far right side of the screen.
Oh, like right here.
Yeah. Okay, yeah, those are one-time orders. So that's probably just because you're making like rooms somewhere. And okay. So go to the top right of this screen and you'll see that little checkbox there that lets you make a new one. And I want you to make a wooden hatch. I think it's called a wooden hatch. Wooden. Yeah, hatch cover, I believe. Yeah. And it's going to default to 10. You'll really want to make one. This is just because while you're building your fort... Oh, yeah, it's not that button. Okay, so there's like 5 buttons here. I'm sorry, this menu is a little iffy. You want to go... It's the pound sign to the left of that. Yeah, that one. Yeah, that one lets you select the quantity. Just one of those, all right? And then your managers, they're going to go to their little office after they're done having their morning beer, and they're gonna go write out a little order, and a carpenter somewhere is gonna get a telepathic signal beamed into their brain, and they're gonna go make that wood hatch. So I recommend the wood hatch cover specifically just because while you're building an actual fortification around your little staircase on the surface, you'll actually have a door you can lock. Like, if a big scary monster goes ooga booga and shows up, they're probably gonna bust the door down anyway. But like, you know,
we gotta make them at least work for it a little bit.
Yeah, yeah. If someone wants to show up and yeah. Oh yeah, Squeakamonium. I'm absolutely yeah.
So,
That.
I gave you switch.
Yipper.
That's
anyway, enough of.
That's one of my girlfriends.
Hooray!
Girlfriend.
I am like the dwarf manager right now, sitting at my desk and just looking at spreadsheets, trying to communicate, but my skills aren't very good. Okay, so thankfully, going to this little menu here has given us a little refresher on how work orders operate. Isn't that nice?
Tell a guy to makes things until you tell him to stop.
Tell a guy to make a thing, and that guy will make a thing when he gets around to it. Also, if you have enough materials, but you know,
it's so really hard to find around to it these days.
Around who? What?
Around to it. They got to get around to it.
Oh yeah.
I'm sorry, that was a dumb dad joke.
Yeah.
My dad's hit me with that one a few times, and I'm like, all right.
Oh man.
I'll get around to it. You need around to it.
Anyway, so you can build a funny little wooden box, or maybe out of stone on the surface, and I don't know, put some murder holes in it so your dwarves can look at monsters and get scared.
What?
I don't know. ADHD brain is kicking in.
Okay.
So you're currently paused, so no one's gonna be doing anything.
Well, I know.
But...
So let's build some shit, I guess.
Yeah. So B, N, and then L. I think it's BNL for walls. Yeah, L is walls. That's it.
All right.
Now I will say, oh right, use closest material probably, and then keep building. Check the box that says keep building. Actually, you might want to do select material after placement if you want to make sure that it's uniform and it's not like this weird patchwork nonsense of colors. And then you just,
Okay.
kind of just wherever.
So
I'm not going to tell you what to do exactly.
So let's do like this.
Oh yeah, you are building like lines though, right? You're not building rooms, so you just want to make sure you go in a straight line. Yada yada. And you need 9 units, and you have
Got a lot of chert, whatever that is.
you got a lot. Oh yeah, you've been making chert blocks. So if you go all the way over to the right side, you can just click on all, and it'll take 9 chert blocks, and it'll throw them in there. There you go. That's a chert wall.
Now we do another one.
Yeah. Make sure to leave room for the door.
Right. I can't just add.
You need to get in and out. Oh wait. Okay, you chose chert boulders.
Fuck.
Yeah. So okay, you can go to if you just okay. By the way, right clicking is a back out, like a universal back out in this game. If you hit X, I believe that works. X is the erase tool. Does that work? Okay, no. So what you want to do is go. Oh my god! Right. This is like one of those weird things that kind of sucks. I think it's the. Is it the mining tool? Hit MX. Or just MX? Yeah, it's MX. I think that might be it. Yeah, that's it for some reason. For some reason, cancel build is in the mining tool. Don't worry about it. So you don't really want to use boulders when you're building stuff because they're a lot heavier and it takes dwarves a lot longer to move them, whereas blocks are relatively easy for your dwarves to manage. So buildings will go up, faster, that kind of thing. And you're good. I don't remember some of my like pathfinding algorithm optimization tips, but they don't really matter here. You're fine.
How big does the doorway need to be?
Just one tile. A door can be just one tile, and it's fine. Like you might at some point, like you'll probably want to put a door on the south side next to, if you're going to keep that trade post there, on the south side next to the trade post, just because that kind of makes sense. Because it's like they don't have to walk all the way around that wall anymore.
I could make it so they have to go through the trade post to get to the proper.
Yeah.
Actually, so what am I do? I was like, oh, not that.
Well, what you could do is build the trade post inside of this building here.
True.
That way, if say, I don't know, a bunch of giant peach-faced lovebirds want to steal all of the, silver daggers you just bought, they're not going to have an easy of a time, like, dealing with that.
Okay, so just completely encompass it in the...
Yes. Worth noting, you will, at some point, need to retrofit the door to be 3 wide, but for the time being, that's not going to be important. And the reason for that is trade caravans. Because once your fortress gets to be a certain size, there are larger trade caravans that have like actual proper wagons, and those wagons are, for reasons that are strange, are the only multi-tile creature in the entire game. And they're 3 tiles. Are they 3 tiles? I think they might be 3 tiles. Whatever. But they're wide, and they wouldn't be able to fit, so if they can't get to the trade post, they are, like, gonna have a hard time, but...
And do I make a door now?
Yeah, so doors, much like the hatch, needs to be constructed. So, it needs to be built with the work order. So you actually place it down. See the doors and hatches thing? It's above construction. It's in the brute. Yeah, there it is. Yeah, so this one, this tool is ordering someone to build a door, but the recipe for building a door is a door that has been constructed already, right? So you're just telling a dwarf, hey, put the door there. We have a door. Do we have a door, dwarves?
Oh,
Put it there.
I gotta build the wall first.
Also, you need to make sure it's attached to a wall first. Yes. Unfortunately, you cannot attach a door to a theoretical wall.
Dwarf Fortress.
Anyway, off they go. The anthill is alive.
Look at they go.
They're zipping around.
Fucking zip zoom.
And it looks like, I'm assuming you're in like a warm climate because it's late winter and everything looks like it's pretty chill. Not temperature wise though. You know, it is a good thing you're using this save because I would not have remembered to tell you to enable the mod for the interface that adds all the hotkeys in, like visually. I would not have remembered that.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, there's a little. It's a little annoying, but in with the
Pause
workshop
the space,
support, pause the space. Yeah.
Okay. Now I can add the door.
Yeah, with the workshop support, you can only add. Oh, well, you need a door first.
So
So if you go into your work orders, you can just tell them.
that's which key is that again?
O.
Oh.
Oh. Or is it? Yeah, it's O. Yeah. And then
Make a fucking door.
Yeah, tell them. Yeah, just 10 wooden doors is fine. So it's like the default.
Make some fucking doors. Get to it.
A lot of items in Dwarf Fortress have different names depending on the material it's made out of. Like mugs, cups, goblets, that kind of thing. If you make a door out of glass, it's called a portal.
Ooh.
And I think that's fun.
A portal.
I made an entire like fortress out of emeralds colored green glass.
That's pretty sweet.
It was a horrible slog.
I kind of imagine that doesn't sound like the best idea.
Yeah, it's a little. It's really fun because glass is really easy to make.
Skink.
Oh yeah, that cat killed the shit out of that. That thing's dead as fuck. Me when I'm rotated 90 degrees, tone shifted gray.
So let's see if I have any doors now. Yeah, they're done with that.
You might. I mean, if you check the work order screen, it'll tell you how many of them have been fulfilled. The little icon there. So yeah, so it's been accepted. They're working on it. They've received the order.
I'm working
but it's still
here.
Yeah.
How do you make like floors and shit so it's not just grass?
That is also under construction. That is it BNF? Yes, it is. It's BNF. The floor tool is a little temperamental.
Oh wait, I can't build over stairs, can I?
No, yeah, you can't.
That's a big fucky wucky I've seen a lot of people make.
You would brick up the entrance to the fortress,
and it's really hard to undo that once you do. That's something that kind of fucked over Erica.
Yeah, like if you don't know how the construction and digging tools work, you can put yourself in a specific situation where not knowing how those tools work makes that practically a soft lock. Because you just don't like understand how the thing works.
So if I'm going to build floors, I need to build around the stairs, not on top of the stairs.
Yep.
Will it build under the trading post?
No, it will not. You will not be allowed to build it when the trading post is there. So you cannot build anything on the tile that is occupied by the trading post.
So I just gotta like put floor everywhere, but the things that shouldn't have floor on.
Yeah.
Okay.
Which won't be too hard because you're gonna develop a habit of realizing how much shit the building tool can't build over, and then compensating your behavior for it.
Kind of logs.
Make it out of logs. Wood is very light, and it makes a nice building material. Don't tell the elves though.
Kind of running low on wood actually. Seems like.
Yeah. We have a lot of trees. Getting more wood won't be too much of a problem. But you know what? Considering you should probably continue to use the chert blocks considering you're using wood for constructing bins and furniture and doors right now.
Yeah.
You're probably better off using the chert blocks, because the chert blocks cut into blocks. Oh, you're one short for the area that you have designated.
Way.
You can throw one chert boulder on there if you want, just to get this shit done, so you don't have to worry about that one segment. Now you're out of chert.
Well, now I gotta wait and get more shirt.
Yeah. I mean, this is like, let this kind of project be a rolling thing.
Okay.
You know? Also, you don't have a roof. You're gonna have to figure that out.
Is that something I build after the wall?
The walls are already constructed.
Okay.
Chert! Yeah, like from Outer Wilds. Chert.
I'm just gonna let them do that for now, and I'll figure out roof once we actually have more building materials.
Oh, I haven't seen the new sprites, and I'm like looking at the farm, and I'm like, yo, they put little seeds in there. Hell yeah.
Okay, what's next on our agenda?
Man, I mean, I guess.
Do we have folks gathering up here?
A lot of them are probably busy right now because there's a lot of miscellaneous orders going on.
Yeah.
But let me see. Okay, so you have a population of 16 dwarves. How many bedrooms do you have?
Let's see. We have
Because it's important to keep up on that.
a 1, 2, a 3, a 4. There's rocks in here.
Don't worry. Dwarves love rocks.
Oh, they just did that. They decided to do that.
No, they just haven't bothered to move it.
Oh, okay.
Sometimes there's just a big clay boulder in the middle of your room. It's fine.
Here's my special rock. I named it Jeff.
The walls are made of rock. What's one more?
Never.
It's fine.
Dwarves seem like the kind of people to have pet rocks.
Yeah.
So we got
I'm surprised that's not like more of a thing.
So we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
Ooh, well, we're a little short. So, okay. So a few things. One, you're gonna need more. You're already short, and there's gonna be a migrant wave coming soon enough, and you're gonna be even shorter. So
Where do they go?
Yes. Not only do you need bedrooms now, you're gonna need bedrooms later. So you're going to want to design your sort of living quarters to be expandable, right? You don't want to kind of build your little hallways and closed loops necessarily. You want to just generally speaking, because you can always just add another bedroom section somewhere else, right? So it's not that big of a deal if it's like finite.
Well, we could put some here. I was saving this place for a workshop, but whatever.
Yeah. You could put a hallway there in that bottom right corner and extend that like to
right
the
here?
east and to the south,
So just do
Give yourself more places to put more bedrooms.
So just sort of
Yeah.
expand this
Yeah.
here.
And
Maybe like this way.
this
too.
isn't something you should worry about too much for the stuff that's already here, but generally speaking, optimum hallway width is I think it's 3, or is it 2? Is it 3? I think it's 2.
That's a lot.
I think it's 2.
Oh,
It is 2.
Also, the snake has been inflated.
Boom. Yeah, there you go.
Adjust the bun accordingly. There we go.
I think there's a new perch available.
Oh, you're right. I can put you on my boob.
Yeah. So there are okay, so dwarves are funny little ants, and they walk around, and every single time they walk around, the universe has to perform mathematical equations, right?
Did you say mathematical?
Mathematical. The equations are mathematical. Also, dwarves are I was gonna say dwarves are 1 tile wide, but that's like you can sure, maybe you can fit so many dwarves on 1 tile though. Space is convoluted in the world of Dwarf Fortress. But generally speaking, you want a hallway to be at least like 2 wide. That way, dwarves, when they're walking past each
They
other,
don't
they
have
can
to
just
like they don't have to like shuffle around each other.
yeah, they can just like step to the side and path around each other.
Yeah.
That kind of thing.
Anyway, how does this look?
That looks fine. A thing worth checking is if can you fit, if you want to, can you fit like another parallel hallway to the north of that that also has enough space for bedrooms?
Like this way?
Actually, I guess if you, no, not there, but like in the same bottom right corner.
So like this way?
Yeah. I think you might be able to. I guess it just depends on the orientation you build the bedrooms in. Because dwarves love it when their bedrooms are 3 tiles big, 4 tiles including the door, which is much like those bedrooms you've already got.
Mm-hmm.
And there's 2 ways you can build bedrooms like that. You can either build them like just in a straight line perpendicular to the hallway, which is kind of what you've already got already.
Mm-hmm.
Or you can build them in parallel with the hallway, but having like 1 extra tile going in towards the hallway to create like a little hook shape.
So kind of like, so like this, kind of.
Yeah, like that, and then yeah, like that. My habit is to have it like to have the door be on like just one of the sides instead of the middle, but that's my habit. I don't remember if that's optimal or not. I don't think it is. So yeah, you can do like whatever. As long as it's like 4 tiles including the door, you'll be fine.
Yeah. So I feel like the long bedroom means I could fit more in here.
Yeah, I mean, they are the same number of tiles. It just depends on like how you want to fit things together.
Okay.
And in some cases, especially if you're like ad-libbing your fortress like most people do, you're gonna end up going like, well, I can fit bedroom shaped like this over here. But when I come to this elbow in the hallway, it's gonna intersect with this dining hall and tavern I've got here. So I gotta shape the bedrooms like this so they don't do this and that and that. Blah blah blah.
Yeah, you could try it like that.
Yeah, that looks fine. I will say, generally speaking, it is good practice to have the bed itself be right in front of the door, like the closest tile.
Will they be able to get to their cupboard?
Oh yeah, they can. It's just because like I think it's dressers aren't passable terrain for dwarves, but like the bed is, and like the chest is. It's weird. The game does not have a good way of expressing what is a passable object, like for dwarves, like what they can walk through and what they can't sometimes. And it's a whole thing. So, okay, so the thing I was saying before about like the hallways fitting, you can see you don't have enough room to fit a set of bedrooms on both of your in the center between both of those hallways.
Mm-hmm.
So it looks like you'll have to bump the lower hallway down 1 tile.
Okay, how do I erase mining orders again?
It's I don't, is it X with the mining tool? I think it might just be regular X. Yeah, no, it's not X with the mining tool. That's the fun part, I think. It's the eraser in the bottommost
there
menu,
we go.
yeah. Because you're erasing a build. Wait. No, you're fine, actually. Never mind. I was gonna say, well, there's an efficient way to erase something. You see, when you build a building in Minecraft and you build it 1 block too much to the left, and you gotta rebuild the whole thing to the right, you can efficiently shave off the one side and then re-add it to the other side while you reorient.
Whatever, I don't care.
It's fine, don't worry about it.
So let's see. Let's do some. So if I wanted to put a hypothetical bedroom here.
Yeah, definitely a good way to do this is to draw the bedrooms first.
Yeah.
Draw the bedrooms first and then fill the rest in later. Also, man, one of the things mouse control loses out on is macros, because if you're using keyboard input for your cursor, you can just like record a macro of you building 1 segment of like a tileable like bedroom area, and you can just play the macro again and again and again and build like 200 bedrooms
You know what?
in like 3 seconds.
You know what? Fuck it. Let's make another hallway.
Build to expand. And with if you find that your mining dwarves spend too much time on this project and you already have enough bedrooms to service your dwarves that you have currently, there is a tool that lets you lower the priority of the mining task. Don't worry about that, but that is a thing you can do. If you are like wondering why all your mining dudes are futzing about in here hitting chert when they could be like hitting some silver.
Well, I need some chert, so you know.
Well, you do need chert, and you're getting chert. You see, you get materials to build by building out inside the thing, and then it's like a whole feedback loop, and it's like, wow, video games. Yippee. There's a little game called Minecraft, which saw this concept and was like, what if our entire game was that? Okay, good. That's just a bunch of puns. Just me. I was like, what was that?
Okay, I was like, is that a fucking spot? Is that a bot?
Oh, right. That's just a bunch of puns.
Okay. Thank you for that.
Hey,
you know what? You're alright. You're alright.
You're lucky I'm not a mod. You would have been dead in an instant. I pulled out my gun and fired a blank at the screen.
It's like anytime I just see a wall of text and that's someone's first time chat, it's like,
oh man,
okay, What are you selling?
You selling? Want to see your YouTube channel? Go check out my video.
I commend your commitment to the bit. It took 7 hours to do that. I haven't been streaming for 7 hours. Is that a copy pasta? Did you just make that so that anytime rock-based humor comes up, you're fucking ready?
Rocks. Hell yeah.
You fucking got that loaded, locked and loaded, ready to go.
The rock meta. Oh my god.
Yes.
Season 4 of Deep Rock Galactic.
I like you. I like
got
you.
announced.
You're alright.
Oh, yo, I love having a TXT of...
It's just rock puns on standby.
Absolutely.
At a moment's notice.
Rock puns, Sonic Underground parody covers, you know, all that stuff.
You have those?
I did have one that I recently deleted because the game that was relevant to, like, died real hard, but...
Oh no.
Okay, so they added Shredder to Nick All-Stars Brawl, and when that happened, like, over a year or two ago, I was gonna, like, do a bit where I did a cover of the Sonic Underground theme, but it was about Shredder. Because I did a bit where I sung an ad-lib song about Garfield to the Goosebumps theme when Garfield got added, and I was like, well, I'll just do that again because that was fun. But that stream never happened, and then that game died so hard. What are you gonna do? It was a fun game. Oh well. Player base wise, I mean, you know how it is.
Like it still exists, I guess.
Yeah, it just kind of dropped the fuck off. Like around the time the paid DLC started coming out, it was like, huh?
Okay, guys. All right, buddy.
Yeah. So sorry, I'm not buying the Hugh Neutron DLC because I don't know if anyone else is playing that shit.
Wait,
anymore.
are they really adding Hugh Neutron?
Yes. He might already be in the game. Yeah, Hugh Neutron was one of the DLC characters they announced. Yeah.
Is his moveset just ducks?
Yes. 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 Yeah. Ducks.
I see.
Yeah, that game was fun because it's just like it's just made by a bunch of like Melee weirdos, and it's Melee, but there's SpongeBob in it, and it was really good. But also, they released the game like a year before it was ready because Viacom was doing its thing. You know how it is.
Specifically, it was made by the fucking Slap City devs, wasn't it?
Yeah, I think so. Yeah. They were one of those like pedigree, Melee dude devs kind of things. Yeah. And like I streamed I played Cat Dog. I was a Cat Dog player.
Cat Dog, man.
Hell yeah. Cat Dog, let's go. Cat Dog had a stance change.
Because you had to go dog stance or cat stance.
Yeah, dog stance or cat stance. It's so funny to me being like, yeah, this platform fighter character, yeah, this is the stance change fighter. Which I guess isn't that weird. There was like fucking Brawl Zelda or whatever, but still.
Oh shit! Some of my dwarfs are dreaming about rainbows.
Yay!
Yay!
That's a child playing make believe. That's the
Oh,
that's the little thought bubble that pops up whenever that happens.
well, good for them.
You can tell they're children because they wear red.
Only children
Red is
wear
the color
red.
of children. It's actually really cute. The colors of dwarves' clothing is so in classic without the tile set with just ASCII, you can tell a dwarf's skill sets and profession based on the color of their icon. And those colors are also the colors of their names. And that stuff has been translated into being like the color of their clothing. Mm-hmm. So these like mining dwarves will have like white clothes, that kind of thing.
We're finding some cool looking rocks. What are these?
There's some cool those are amethysts.
Yo.
Oh, them sparkly jewels. Also, it looks like you have some hematite in the wall there.
Yeah.
In the northeast. Yeah, that's hematite. That's an ore of iron.
Oh shit. We got
That's
iron.
an ore of iron. Yeah.
You got iron,
that
baby.
shit all up in your walls.
Go put it in the rock. Put it in the rock room.
Yeah. So remember that thing I said about the sprites having different shapes that kind of indicate what category they're in? Yeah, you can see if you go to your rock room.
Rocks.
You can see how you have all those clay rocks, which are those like pinkish ones. Then you have some lignite, which is that is also the same color. That's the same shape as the bituminous coal, because they're both ores of coke. And then the hematite is that shape because it is a metal ore. And then you have oh my god, what is it called? Fluxstone. You've got some what looks like might be marble or granite in there too, which has its own shape. Ooh, and then the non-economic rocks, which are these funny little blue and chert there, those have their own sprite. We use those primarily for building.
Microcline.
Yeah, that stuff's nice. It's blue. I like it.
Yo, it's a fucking... He's gonna...
Good rocks.
Yeah, these are good rocks.
Rock review.
This guy's gonna have a fucking classy ass bedroom. It's fucking full of amethyst.
Yeah. Absolutely. They love... If their walls made out of gems, dwarf go.
Ooh, yeah, that's classy.
So tasty.
Hey, look, they're having a party.
Visitors. You have some humans who're showing up.
Oh, look at them go! They're fucking singing. They got a band going.
Let's go! It's fucking drinking industry.
Oh, look at them go!
Dancing. Yeah.
Yo, I could watch this all day.
Yeah. So you got some like human adventurers here, showing up. Probably because you must have broken into the cavern lair if they're here. Either that or there's some scary monsters around the surface, but that's probably not the case. We have custom engravings.
Oh, yo, this slaps, actually.
I actually don't know about engraving specifically, but statues and stuff. You can commission your dwarves to make specific works of art if you want.
Yo, they fucking banging.
Which sometimes can be an interesting way to gain insight in the world, because you'll get, like,
I'm kind of schmooving in my chair right now.
This song is very good. This song is very good. Oh, really? Great Vault still paused. Yeah, I don't know about that input. That makes sense, because I understood there was a way to do custom engravings, at least in Classic, but yeah. Nice ducks.
The ducks are joining the party.
The ducks love it. The ducks are not, judging by their thought bubbles, they're not very fond of industry, but the drink is nice. The drink is nice and they appreciate it. Yeah, so the soundtrack for this is all made for this premium version. They had there was some music in Classic, and some of the stuff is playing on the same themes.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, all this stuff. Oh, just soundtrack good. Soundtrack good. I don't have any additional information.
That was a hoot. That was fun.
Yeah, I like to erect statues of pigs. I think it's very fun
Completely
because
unrelated.
specifically any plural amount of pigs, because not statue of a pig, statue of pigs.
Anyway,
Statue of pigs is a really funny set of words to me.
let's go up top and see if we can finish our.
Oh, F1 will take you back to the wagon, which should snap you back.
Well,
Also, you're in the mining tool, which you can right-click to get out of.
well.
Oh, you had a migrant. Pop over to your notifications on the left side.
Oh god, I've been ignoring these.
Yeah.
Oh no.
Yeah, don't worry about that. That's just you're out of wood. You're out of wood is the summary of that.
Oh, okay.
You're completely out of wood. You need to go chop down some trees. And then these are dwarves gaining skills. Their dominant skills are changing. This is some of the stuff you found. Those are your orders that are finished. It's spring! Yippee! Well, it's mid-spring. And here are the human adventurers who we're visiting.
Baby.
Oh yeah, baby horse.
Baby horse.
Yippee. Oh, you got no migrants. Sorry. No one wants to come to your gay baby fortress.
I'm sorry. You have no migrants.
You have no cock.
You have no migrants.
Anyway,
let's keep building some floor.
Okay, real quick. Probably before you start that, just because it'll take literally like 2 mouse clicks. Cut down the trees that are like immediately around that. You see all those like stumps there. L for logging, and you can click and drag to select. You can box select just a bunch of trees. Yeah, there you go.
Get those trees.
All right, that should cover you for a while. It'll be good. Actually, also get the stuff near the walls of your thing, because you're gonna want those trees not to be there anyway.
Get me some fucking wood.
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 Trees. Anyway, there goes that human swordsman. Bye.
Later, dude.
Thankfully, you don't have any special treasures, Smile. They're not here to kick your ass, Smile. Right? I hope. Alright, looks like you guys are doing well.
Look at him go.
Oh, yeah. Anywho. More floor. You might not have access to enough chert to do the rest of this floor, because floors are, because of their surface area, you know, they get kind of expensive to build.
True. I feel like I kind of got the bulk of it done up here, though. And we did just get a whole bunch more chert by, carving out those bedrooms.
Yeah.
So
chert and microline.
Oh, excuse me.
I love the baby blue microline. That's a lovely color.
So let's.
I wish some stuff like. I wish this tile set supported some multicolor rocks. Oh, you got chalk too.
Oh.
Ooh, you probably should. Don't worry about it. Chalk. Don't worry about it. If you want to make steel, chalk. I think chalk is a flux stone, right? You need that to make steel, so you don't want it to be blocks, but whatever. This is your first fortress. Don't worry about steel.
I didn't do it. They just did it.
Yeah, you need to tell your dwarves not to. It's one of those things where you gotta like slap them on the wrist and say, "Okay, dwarves, don't do that specific thing."
Almost.
Chert, my friend Chert.
Speaking of building shit, I should also see if that door's ready. Probably is.
Yeah, it definitely is by now. You've been letting the game run for a little while. There you go. You got tons of doors.
Let's go with the almond door. A nice
almond. Ooh,
nice almond door.
I would love to see some like multicolor sprites for certain materials, because they've got pudding stone in this game, and it's just kind of brown.
That sounds delicious.
It's just brown. So pudding stone is one of those like sedimentary kind of things. It's like a conglomerate sort of like stone, and it's like a multicolor thing. But with this tile set, there isn't really support for that. Also, you have a combat thing. I think somebody like tripped and fell on their face on the left. You see the clashing swords icon. Oh, okay. A human was fighting a monkey. It's fine. There was a human fighting a monkey. You're okay.
That's work orders. That's.
Yeah, you're out of barrels.
Uh.
They can't brew any more drinks because you're out of barrels. That
Well,
said,
drink
you have
faster.
100 drink.
Drink faster.
You have 100 drink. You have a nice buffer. You're fine.
Yeah. Like we'll get more drink when there's more barrels, and you can make more barrels by drinking more drink. You have to empty the barrel.
Yeah.
Oh, another visitor.
Do you? Okay, wait. Can we do like a depth check? I think you have cave access because there's a lot of just like adventurers showing up. Oh wait, you do have a tavern though, don't you? Yeah, that's also a reason you'll be showing up.
Yeah, this is a tavern. That's why they were
fucking. Yeah, they're
shooting.
visiting the tavern specifically. Yeah, okay. I forgot like the order of operations there a little bit.
I need to spruce up this tavern, honestly.
Yeah. You know, speaking of engravings, you could try engraving the floor a little bit in the tavern if you wanted to look neat.
Ooh, how do I do that?
So that is under V, which is your sort of tile improvements. Yeah, there you go. So there's smoothing, and then there's G, which is engraving. So in this tile set, engravings look the same. They're like a dwarf face by default, which is a little But you can use it to spruce up any room. You can engrave walls, and you can engrave floors. And relative to your engraver, whatever engraver does it, and their skill level, you can get different sort of works of art described in the engraving. So you get like text descriptions of what is engraved there, which can be really fun to take a peek at.
Oh, okay. So do I just fucking select the whole floor? Or...
I wouldn't recommend doing the whole floor because that's going to take a while, but try doing like one of the walls and then...
Maybe like
and if you want something to like look kind of neat, you can even like do a little pattern with which tiles are engraved and which ones aren't.
Yeah.
That can be fun. There's a lot of stuff. I've spruced up a couple fortresses just by like putting engravings in interesting places.
Little squares here.
Yeah, like little squares. And you can mix that up later on by like adding in like expensive materials for the floors and then engraving those too. Like that kind of stuff. Like this is the way you fuck up positive connotation somebody's bedroom, right?
Mm-hmm.
Is you just like you slap engravings on that shit. You put fancy materials in the floors. You put give them a nice table.
Just fucking spoil them. Just fucking spoil these dwarves.
Spoil them rotten. They're gonna look at that engraving of a rock goring an elf in the year 32, and they're gonna go, oh,
that's rad. I love that.
So good. That's so rad. That makes me want to like be more attentive when I'm carving church blocks later today. and they're gonna have so much fun.
Anyway, it's fucking get your arts and crafts on.
You know, speaking of places to hang out, do you have a temple set up yet?
I don't.
Yeah, that's a good thing. So for starters, you don't need it to be very big or very fancy. Actually, I see a spot you could fit right to the south of your storage stuff, to the west of your little fishery thing. Probably in that little area.
Right here?
Yeah, like right there.
Like right here?
Kind of like at the right side elbow of that hallway there.
So like right here?
Yeah, you could like nest it in between that and the fishery, I think.
Yeah,
that seems like a nice
right now.
spot. Yeah. So so this will be a general purpose temple, which means it doesn't really have to be very big.
So like how big?
Dwarves. So dwarves are like many people of this of all worlds have lots of different spiritualities and religions, and they like to have a nice place they can go to. I don't know what they do. Sometimes they dance, and sometimes they just sit there for months on end.
So church.
But yeah, it makes them happy. They love it. They love it. It's great.
They sit around doing nothing. So church.
Yeah, basically. So a church is much like a tavern where like the dance floor is important, but because this is your general purpose sort of church, it doesn't matter because no one is going to demand that the general purpose temple be any better than it is because it doesn't belong to anybody in particular.
It's just we're gonna just. Oh
yeah, that's the old dog. That's the old dog.
Oh, I thought I got rid of these. Or no, these are new people.
One of those might be the guy who hit the monkey with
A
his
woodworker,
presumably hammer.
some blocks made. Okay, so let's
Yeah.
say like we start with this. Is that good?
Yeah.
Or we need it bigger?
I mean, that's fine.
Really?
That's perfectly fine. I mean, yeah, you can have some considerations for like if you want to make it look nice, you know. Because if the temple is nicer, big floor space, spots to put fancy engraving, maybe some fancy furniture around the edges, that kind of thing. Dwarves will like that, even if it's a general purpose temple. They will still be like, "Ooh, yeah, baby, yeah, this isn't a temple just for me, but I think it's still pretty cool." So that's like, you know. But of course, it doesn't matter too much. Them just having a place to use is
You know what?
enough,
Fuck
really.
it. I need more rocks. Just
Also, you need rocks. Gotta get on that rock grind. Gotta get into
Whatever.
that chert grind.
just fucking whatever. Go
The
for
chert
it.
grind set.
Oh, look at him go. Ah, look at this
His music
shit.
is so good. So engraving, this is not something you should worry about, but for at least for a long time, maybe until like year 5. So engraving is a particularly skilled labor. It's an art. So right now, by default, this is the game's default, engraving is an everyone task. Everyone engraves, which is why it's getting done so quickly. It's treated much like any other improvement task, like smoothing, that kind of thing. However, over time, or maybe you'll just end up with a dwarf who already has this skill, but over time, certain dwarves will become better at engraving. And if you have like a professional or even a legendary engraver, it can be beneficial to remove engraving as a task everybody can do.
Just have the
having
guy who's
the
good at
only-
it do it.
Yeah, like literally, like you, like my fortresses always have an engraving grandpa, where it's just this old man who